Hey y'all, hey, it's Heather with Velvet and Vines Design. I feel like I haven't been around for a while. So, hey, if you're seeing this, you're probably catching the replay. If you want to tell me hey, tell me where you're joining from. Come on in. We're here for Craft Around the Clock. So if you are catching the replay, I have about 3 minutes before Tracy will get me shared around. So, I'm going to say my hellos. Hey, Karen. And share myself around, and then we'll get things started. So you can fast forward or you can chill, right, Karen? All the early comers are like, fast forward, what you talking about, Willis? So how y'all been? How's it going? How's your week been? Hey, Doreen. Hey, Cindy. Hey. I've missed talking to y'all. Yeah, I've had a great time with my family, though. It was really good to unwind and, I didn't take a break from social media, but, I simmered a little bit to soak in the moment. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Gina. Gina. All right, so is it Gina or Jania? I was thinking about that. I'm like, have I been saying her name wrong? Is it like Jania? Let me know. I don't want to say your name wrong. My maiden name, my last name was not easy to pronounce, and everybody always mispronounced it, and I always corrected them, so I don't mind being corrected. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Laura. Hey, Carolyn, Shauna. Okay, I'm going to get us shared around from my business page and then pull up comments so you don't have to look up my nose, y'all, and you can already see what we're going to make here. This was that Home Depot fella, but I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to share this with everybody when we get on Craft Around the Clock, because a lot of people asked about this. When I did the unboxing, I gave the link, but they had sold out on Home Depot. Well, they did the same thing on Cracker Barrel. Hey, Lori. Hey, girl. I said so many Loriisms this week. Like, I'm going to do what I want to. Anyway, I've had a good time. Living vicariously through your boldness. But, I'm going to share, I found a smaller one that will be easier to ship. It makes noises in an actual Cracker Barrel. So even though they're sold out online, because I did try to buy them, I went in a Cracker Barrel and we were in Williamsburg. Yeah. And there was one available. So I was like, hey. So I bought it. Go figure. Not me. Anyway. So I've missed y'all. Hey, Janice. I make you laugh. Well, I have plenty of things to tell you about this week. It's been so great. As much as there is Loriisms, we've had a lot of Crewisms. My little guy Crew. So him going to a amusement park and water park was fun and eventful. He had a lot of things to say. Hi, Laura from South Louisiana. Hi. So I think we're right at time. Tracy is probably getting us shared in. I'm just looking. Hi, Michelle. Oh, thanks. Yep. Hi. I'm so happy to see you all. Hi, Mary and Connie. All right, it looks like we're shared in. Hey, Sheila. All right, yeah, so we're doing this feller tonight. Okay, so I know he looks like, he's decaying and stuff. This is the guy from Home Depot. I did an unboxing of him right before I left on vacation. So they come in a 2-pack from Home Depot. It was in their new Halloween line. They pretty much did sell out online, but I would encourage you to try to go into your Home Depots, because if they have them in store, you can buy them in store. It's just you can't get them online. So, hey, Carol. Thanks. So here's the only thing. He is not, he doesn't do any booze or anything like that. He only has lights in his eyes. I don't know if you can tell, but they're kind of like there, maybe you can get a little glimpse of it. All my lights in here, I got a beacon going on in here, y'all. I could land a plane, but that doesn't help you see him. But we gaps and cracked him together on a live. If you all missed that and you need to see the replay, just let me know in the comments, and I'll give you the link to the replay. And what we're going to do tonight, since we're here with Craft Around the Clock, is even though he's decaying and he's a little, he needs a little a little nip and tuck, but it's okay. So we're going to give this a vintage look. So I've got, you know, like I said, I've got another one, and then I got a really cool one from Cracker Barrel that's smaller. So with those, I'm going to do maybe more of like a whimsical or something like this, but this I'm seeing all like vintage. So think like anything, not necessarily old and decaying, but we're using like some of this kind of like a weedy seagrass, but it's not like bright green, so it looks like it's kind of losing its life. That's where we're going. A little bit of like these coffee colored, and then the real coffee colored peonies that we've been using. These are like the full peonies. These are the like the blooms and the where they're tighter, and then I have some black ones. So we're kind of going with, it's not, even though he's a little creepy, the look isn't going to be creepy, if that makes sense. So I have a little of these like aged, those are aged peonies. Aren't those kind of cool? They're smaller. And then we're going to go in with, see, it looks like it's kind of like, you know, unwatered. Some elements like this, and they're hanging on to each other. So, and then, you know, I love my little weirdo thing. So we're going to go to that one side with that. I'm going to mix up some moss. So let me put these down. I got some of this moss from the 70% off section in Michael's from spring. But look, it's like a graying moss and a black moss, and I'm going to mix it with old moss. Okay? And we're going to maybe work in this bird. We're going to maybe. And then this is the ribbon I'm thinking. So remember I said like this vintage feel. So I love this. So it's kind of like a lacy kind of look over top of, oops. So look at that. There's a seam right there, right on the top. We'll be cutting that out. But I'm thinking this with kind of this aged Harlequin. If you can see that in there, you can see how it's kind of aged. And then maybe just this, it's like a pecan, I think. Let me look. Antique gold. This is antique gold. So these are the colors we're going to use tonight. So again, I know he looks creepy, but we're actually not using creepy like things. So a little bit different of a play. I feel like, hey, Roxanne. Hey, I was just at your house. I got Frank. How are you? What's he doing? Kelly said he drooled all over you. So let's go in and moss this up real quick. Get my U pins out. Yeah, so tell me what y'all have been doing. Let's have some fun and chitty chat. Oh, thanks, Leslie. I like this ribbon too. Yeah, so we're going to kind of mix it up. It's going to be, you know, hey, Aunt Joy. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, Carol. What you doing, lady? So, yeah, we had a great time, y'all. We went to Busch Gardens, and we went to Water Country. And by we, I mean it was my husband, all three of my boys, so Taylor and Garrett and crew, and then Taylor took his girlfriend, Emily, and my dad and my bonus mom went, right? My bonus mom, Debbie. Hey, Justin. He seems so kind. Justin, he needs a little, you know, nip and a tuck. But he's decaying, but our flowers won't be. Hey, Lindsay. Work, 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 work. Yes, 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 yes. So, we had a great time, and crew was definitely over it by yesterday. Like, he was counting the days that he's been without his VR. He was like, ready to get home. He went down some, I was pretty amazed at his bravery. He went down some pretty crazy rides. And then the last one that we went down at Water Country, which I thought was like a very tame. He totally chickened out, but it was hilarious. It's hilarious now. It wasn't in the moment. In the moment, I was upset with him. But he went to go get in this like three-seater raft. Hi, Marie. Hi. That's what you've been doing. Oh, you've been working. I not been working. But he went to, he decided this, and it was a long wait, y'all. It was about a 40-some minute wait to get on this ride. We get all the way up to the top. He decides this whole time he's planning he wants to ride with Taylor and Emily. I'm going to ride down with my dad and Debbie. And then he goes to get into the raft, and he puts one leg in and he swings it right back out. He said, I have to use the bathroom. I'm like, whoa. I mean, like, we climbed a tower to get up to this ride. I was like, crew, it's going to take us longer to walk you down than if you rode the ride and just went when you got off. And he goes, just as clear. So he thought about it. He put his one leg in and he put it right back out. He looked at me. He said, well, actually, I am terrified. It's funny now. And the moment we were like, no, try. And the guys that were running the ride, they were not exactly being very patient. Because, like I said, 45-minute wait. There's still like 45 minutes worth of people behind us. Anyway, he didn't get on the ride. I had to walk him down. He went to the bathroom. And then he said, I just want to go home. I was like, I don't blame you. Oh, Lord. Yeah, those stairs ain't exactly, they ain't no joke. And this was like, so that racer one, the one that you can race each other, that I think is probably the tallest, even taller than that one that goes straight down. This is like that second longest one. It's like the first, they called it the first water slide roller coaster, And he studied and analyzed every section of this ride. I mean, we have 45 minutes, so we had a lot of time. But yeah, no. But anyway, it was still a fun time. That was the only time that we had like a little, and it honestly ended up being something that we laughed about later. But it was a good time. I'm going to tell you what, y'all. Very, very expensive to go and eat at a park like that. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. Like, unreal what you'll pay for a salad. But I guess when you're going there, that's not what you're supposed to be focused on, I guess. I don't know. Taylor lost his cell phone on a roller coaster, so that was interesting. I like telling y'all. That one that goes straight down, your friend basically started working there and helping people because she does it. Oh my God, that was so funny. Just started working there helping people. Yeah. So we went to Water Country twice. The day that we got there, we drove up in the morning. It's only 3 hours from us, Williamsburg is. We drove up in the morning. So that day we went right to Water Country. And that was really, really cool because towards the end of the day, it rained, but it was so stinking warm. Like what am I trying to say? Lazy River and stuff like that was like bathwater. So we just swam in the rain because it wasn't thundering or lightning. And crew just thought that was the best thing ever. Like he was like, we're swimming in the rain. And it was like on his face, Oh, but so that was kind of cool, And the weather was perfect, y'all. Perfect. It did not feel like summer this week. That was kind of cool. So I'm just making little splotches with this like gray moss. It's kind of patchy. I just want it to, in case it kind of like, it likely won't show through. Y'all saw all those flowers I showed, right? It's probably not going to show through, but it makes me feel like there's a little something there, Hey, Misty, what are you doing? It's only 3 hours from you when you come to North Carolina. Oh, do you go, wait. Oh, really? In North Carolina? You're that far north in North Carolina that you're only 3 hours from Williamsburg in Virginia? That's awesome. Yeah, we're only 3 hours away from Lancaster. Well, about 3 hours and 20 minutes from Lancaster. Because we usually stay in Strasburg. Or, did I say that right? Strasburg. Yeah, where the trains are, right? Yeah, I think I said it right. Where Thomas the Train is. Oh, that's so cool, Justin. All right. I'm a little bit happy with that. Actually, I'm going to put one more little kind of black piece, a little something farther down. Just in case, you know, he gets to show. We'll see. And maybe after I get some flowers in, I'll go in with some moss and give him, you know, some little patchwork here or there. All right, so I'm going to close it up with the moss, and then let's go in and green him up a little bit. Hey, Lonnie, how you doing, lady? Yeah, you all, we were trying, Misty and I were messaging about if she visited Maryland. She was like, what's Maryland known for? I almost busted out laughing because, y'all, Maryland is nothing. It's like, I mean, it's, you know, beautiful state. But I'm just saying, like, you know, we don't really have anything, like, really crazy famous. Like, anything like that. But we do have beautiful waters. You know, we're right on the ocean, and we have this huge Chesapeake Bay right next to us. So we're sandwiched between water, and that's very beautiful. But, like, for local things, I mean, pretty much you're going to visit a beach. Or maybe you're into, like, looking at the chicken farms. Because Purdue's really big here. Purdue actually, well, and then that brought Mount Air and Allen Food. So they're all three of them are here. But Purdue started here in Salisbury, Maryland. So, yeah, funny. She was cracking me up. Because she's from Texas. Y'all, there's so much in Texas. I know it's a huge state. And I know that, like, maybe that's unfair. Because it's so big. There's, how many Marylands are in Texas? That's a great trivia question. I should ask Crew that. He could probably give us an answer. Well, according to the square miles of... Cracks me up. Hey, Deborah. Crabs. Yes, we are good for our crabs. And that's what I said. But then I remembered that when I said crabs, Aunt Joyce, I'm glad that you put the emoji. Because some people don't think about just crabs as, you know, the ones that you eat. So I had to specify. You know, just in case. All right, so for those of you that have joined in late, I'm just going to tell you what we're doing. Well, first of all, hi, I'm Heather with Velvet and Vines Design. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday night. We are dolling up. I know, he's so ugly that why I said doll, I don't know. But we are dolling him up. He is from the Home Depot. It's their new Halloween that they have out. And we're going to go like all vintage with him. And I know that he looks a little rotten and grotesque, but don't we all sometimes? I mean, like, I feel like I'm rotten and grotesque too sometimes. So anyway, we're just going in and making him a little fun and just kind of giving him a new look, a little do, if you will. I don't want it too crazy. I don't want it to have to take up, like, you know, a 72-inch box, like shipping a man. So I'm going in with some of this. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's a greenery that they carry. It looks a little bit like aged seaweed, somewhat kind of sort of like a wheat. It just has a different look to it. And I use it sometimes on coastal pieces, and then I do like it around Halloween too. All right. So you can see that I'm focusing this more around the back and the sides because I have plans for the front. I have plans for a bow. I have that droopy stuff that I want over here. So I'm trying to place this more towards the back. Candy, how are you? Y'all, our girl Candy is at an event and she presents tomorrow. So give her some good love and good juju. Wish her luck. The girl has been hustling, y'all. She's, and you still show up. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Candy. But she is, so she was at Wreath Makers Live. Then she came home. I think you moved your daughter into University of Georgia, right? And now she's at the Petals and Plumes event in Georgia. And I think, Do they still have virtual tickets on sale, Candy? If so, you're welcome to, but Petals and Plumes, she does like wreath attachments and, like really beautiful. I mean, like, she's just an artist, y'all. She's just an artist, if you don't know. Angie. But she has a great designer lineup there. All right, I really like him like this. Like, he's so funky. It's almost like toupee-ish. Ah. Oh, she cut them off. Okay, all right, no problem. Well, y'all, just give Candy some good mojo and good juju. She goes tomorrow to present live or on stage. So, you know, she's a professional. She's done this a whole lot of times, but we still want to give her good mojo, right? Candy the professional. But I miss you, girl. Lindsay. Oh, wait, did I miss Lindsay? Oh, hi, Lindsay. Thanks. Welcome. Hey, is that you see Nadia? Oh, Norma. I saw Norma. See, there's my glasses. Y'all, I want to show you my new glasses. So I got some new glasses. Okay. Now look. You know how y'all have to be looking up my nose a lot because I wear bifocals and they're like down here. So for me to see, I gotta go like this. But that means you see at my nose. It's really not a good look, right? Not a good look. So, and then when I'm looking at my computer for work all the time, I do this to get it in my lens right, and it hurts my neck. So they have this, if you get a lens that's big enough, they'll do this, like, you can expand your bifocal space. I don't know what the real terms are. If somebody in here does eyes and you want to tell us this, you could expand the bifocal space. Y'all ever seen Ocean's 11? Remember the old man? When I went to go pick up Frank tonight, my cousin Kelly was like, you know what? You rock your glasses. She was like, but I totally would trust you with my taxes right now. I was like, oh my God, I am tripping. But y'all, I'm going to show you my glasses. Maybe not tonight. But one of these days, I'm going to show you my glasses. It's a little, they're big. But anybody else have that problem? Oh, thanks, Connie. I'm goofy. And you know what? I'm just gonna embrace my weirdness and show it. And I guess if some people don't get it, then I guess they don't. Do you know some people don't like Will Ferrell? That probably is gonna start a debate here, but you know, some people don't, right? So then that means this is not everybody's for everybody. See, I think he's a comical genius, you know? I take one look at him and people like Jim Carrey and I laugh. You know why? I also loved Three's Company, and it's because of their physical humor, you know what I mean? Like, there's like, they're all in it. So, anyway, I don't know where that came from, y'all. Hey, Jennifer. You want to see my glasses? Yes. Michelle, see, you get me, right? Then she also said, she was like, you know, at the end of the movie Casino, when the lady's sitting around and like drinking, smoking a cigarette, and she got the big. Oh God, you guys. I was like, all right, I mean, okay, sure, fine. I'm down with it, whatever. I'm going to cut these leaves out up here. This is not exactly what I'm going for. All right, so this piece here, just in case anybody's wondering. So again, anybody that's new that came in, hey, I'm Heather with Velvet and Vines Design. We are making this decaying pumpkin from the Home Depot. This is like their new Halloween line. So I got him last week. We're going to make him, even though he's decaying, we're going to make him with a little bit of like, we'll call it like a vintage vibe, right? So we're not saying that everything is necessarily, I don't want to get myself kicked off of Facebook, so I'm going to be careful about what I say, but like, you know, not here. It looks like unwatered. We'll say it like that. It looks like unwatered plants. So we're not necessarily, that's kind of the, you know, the vibe that we're looking for. Browns, blacks, coffee colored, vintage black, where it's like not quite black, but definitely not gray, more like a charcoal. That makes sense. So that's what we're going for. So I'll oh wait, what? Let me see. I knew exactly what you meant. Your bifocals. Yeah, I knew exactly what you meant. Hey, Mandy. What's up, lady? They're hilarious, and you got rich off of it, so right. Oh, I love Three's Company. Yes, Jack Tripper was the stuff. You know what? I need my pick machine for this. I'm sorry, y'all. I reorganized and I put my pick machine behind me. I know. I don't know what I was thinking, but this definitely is not. This is wimpy. I love the look, but the stem is wimpy. I know it's not going to go in that gaps and cracks. So actually, speaking of, okay, I just squirreled. I apologize. I was telling y'all what we're making for those of you that have just joined us. So we're making this pumpkin. I got him from the Home Depot. I ordered him online. I think they have sold out online, but you can look in your local Home Depot because they very well might have him. And it comes in a 2-pack. He's pretty large. I mean, you can see compared to me, he's a large pumpkin. Okay. Doesn't have any kind of animation, doesn't have anything, dang it, I did it again. I need to pick this, sorry. He doesn't have any kind of noises, nothing like that, but he does have lights. So like there's some iridescent lighting in there. So I had it on, I turned it off because you can't really tell it with all of my lights. So that's him, okay? What I did was I gaps and cracks him, and I did that on a live right before I left for vacation. If anybody missed that, I unboxed and I gaps and cracked. Let me know, and I'll be happy to share that in the link. Okay? So I have a couple of these pumpkins, and I'm going to do all of them all in different ways. One, I'm going to do a little whimsy, right? I'm going to do purple and lime green and all of that. But this one, I felt like it was fitting. I wanted to do something a little different, even though he was a little gross. I wanted to kind of go with this more like gross vintage, if that makes sense. So where things aren't quite, they're not quite dead, but they're getting there. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going for. And all of the flowers kind of look like they haven't been watered. That's kind of what I picked out. And while he is not a 360 design, he's not, he's not going to be, you really don't want to, I mean, the back of him doesn't look terrible, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time back there. I'll probably put a couple of blooms, but I'm going to spend most of my attention and products up here. So we went shopping. Oh, I loved that. So my middle son Garrett had a baseball camp right in the middle of our week. My husband was like, that was really good planning. Yeah, it wasn't exactly the best planning. But, so they came back and I stayed with crew with my dad. And then Taylor, my oldest son, he stayed for an extra day too. So, we got to go shopping, because we didn't have all the boys around us, right? That was fun. We did the Williamsburg pottery, which if anybody's ever been there, it is like building after building after building of all kinds of anything for like your home or things like that. But they shut down all but one building. It was crazy. I was like, I could have done some serious damage. Apparently somebody saw me coming. Hey, Corey. Hey, lady. He looks like something out of the jungle. Are you scared, Elizabeth? Yes, it is a dark look. You're exactly right. Like a gross, I'm calling it like a gross vintage. I like Lori's, like it's a dark look, girl. It's a dark look. All right, let's go in with a little bit more of the fern. And then we'll get in with some of these flowers. And we'll put a little ribbon in there. And y'all, we're going to have us a nice little pumpkin. Well, okay, he's not nice. Let's use proper adjective. A gross little pumpkin. It's not so gross. Not like that kind of gross. What's that? You're getting a Halloween on the bayou. Ooh, oh, okay. I like that, Mandy. On the bayou. I like it. Honestly, I got a little bit of inspiration by being at Williamsburg because, like, if you look at all the homes and all that old colonial look, everything is very primitive. And I don't mean, sorry, I put my glasses on the top of my head and it fell off. I don't mean, like, primitive as in star, right? I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, like, I mean primitive, like, you know, minimal things. Everything has a super clean line. It looks like it's, you know, antique furniture, you know, things that are decoration are also functional. What I mean, like quilts, you know, so they'll use quilts for decoration, but that's also a function. So things like that. So yeah, it gives me a very, but anyway, I was trying to imagine like how you could be a little gore and a little primitive at the same time. And I was like, ooh, I should do more like aged things, look, you know, aged look on one of the pumpkins. Like, it doesn't have to all be whimsy. So that's what I was gonna do. Try a little different look. I don't know. What do they say? Flip or flop? I say that. We say that. There's a show. The show says that. Hey, Angel. You're seeing a... I love it. I love it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Crew did 0 roller coasters, which honestly, neither did his mother. Anybody else get like this? But I used to ride all the roller coasters, wanted to sit up front or the back, you know, had to be like the craziest place. But something has happened where now I analyze every little thing. Like, I'm like, wonder when the last time that was inspected. I wonder if all the bolts are screwed in tight. When the last time it broke down? Why? How come? Who fixed it? How skilled are the technicians that fix that? And also, how do you know how to inspect a roller coaster? You know what I mean? Like, all those things are in my head. So, you know, it's just not good for me. I just don't go. When we were riding the gondola. Oh, I love the gondola. I'm so nosy. It's so great. Like, you can see everything, bird's eye view, people, all the things. It's so great. And so we rode that a couple of times, and that's so my speed. Just enough excitement for me. You know, when you go off the platform, that's exciting. And when you go on the platform, it's a little, you know, a little rush. So we did that. But when we were riding by the roller coasters, I was like, hey, crew, do you want to try to get on that with Dad? And he was like, he's 9, y'all, but he talks like he's 35. He was like, no, actually, that looks terrifying. I'm like, okay, and no problem. And no, actually, that looks terrifying. I was like, you are so right, son. All right. Oh, he did discover that he loves funnel cakes. So that's fantastic. You know, a new card that we can add to the repertoire. That knocked me out of the crazy. What was it? So, oh, wait, what? You became an adult mom. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I became the adult mom. You were right. Oh, gosh. I'm telling you. I don't know what happens, how we, like, get into these, I don't know, phases and how we view things differently, and I don't know. Just crazy. But I was just glad to be there. I loved it. I got to spend more time with Taylor's girlfriend too, you know. I got to meet her a little bit more, and I just enjoy her. She is just precious. Just as cute as she can be. And so, so sweet. Like, I'm going to tell you, Crew, he can pick out duds. Like, if he doesn't show interest in you, there's usually a reason. So, and he just loved her. He kind of took over. He stole Taylor's girlfriend. All right. So yeah, some cool ideas that you can do with these. I'm sure that you have seen a ton of other makers make it. I have it on the turntable so that I can turn it easy, but then it topples over because it's top heavy. I'm gonna take it off. Cause y'all, if it's gonna fall, it's gonna fall for me. Thought I could hear a flower under there. Okay. You took skydiving lessons. Oh my gosh, and rode motorcycles before kids, among other things. Oh my word, Cindy. Yeah, so my oldest son asked me when he was like 15, if when he turned 18, if I would skydive with him. To which at that time, now remember, I had him when I was a baby, so I was still young when he asked me. To which I said, sure. So 3 years later came, he was like, Mom, skydive. And I was like, heck to the nah. Who told you that? He was like, you did. I was like, oh yeah, I did. But no, I changed my mind. I'm not doing that. You crazy? Like, have you heard about the parachutes that don't open? He's like, Mom, they give you a backup. I'm like, what if the backup doesn't open? No. Just no. And then you have all those minutes plummeting to earth, knowing that that's what's going to happen. Now, you know that I have had those kinds of scary dreams. Those are the dreams, you know, where you're falling and you're about to, you know, perish, and then you come, oh, no, thank you. Don't, no, I'm not going to pay for that nightmare. Just not going to do it. So, he calls me a chicken all the time. Remember the time you chickened out? I'm like, yes, I do remember. It's called... I can't go for that. No. Hall & Oates knew exactly what they were singing about. Right? Right. Gosh. So yeah, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Anyway. We loved where we stayed. It was like a timeshare that my dad had. So that was really cool. It was like kind of like a house or like a condo. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It was really cool. They had this amazing fire pit, and they sold like s'mores, and there was like pool tables and ping pong tables and shuffleboard and so much to do. We did none of those things. Well, we went to the pool and the hot tub. But we did not do the other things. All right, so you can see kind of what we're going with here, right? So I have the big blooms in. Let me take a look at it, see what I think, because I have these little babies. And I just love them. Look at how vintage, and like you can see how they're like, I love them. All right, well, hold on. We have other pots to use. Oh, no can do. That's right. Lori got my song. No. Everywhere I've gone all week. Do you understand how painful it is to love music, know just about like a ton of songs, different genres, but not be able to sing worth a lick? That's me. It's a very, very, very troublesome. Because I want to all the time, but I can't. That's very, very bad for everybody involved. Your husband and your daughter went skydiving for her 18th birthday, and oh yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You just watched it, took pictures, yes. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I just don't want to do it. Like, if he does it, I will so be there. I will be his biggest cheerleader, you know, like I am anyway. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, gosh. I admire people that have the gall to do. You know what I've developed over the years, though, that I never had before is a fear of heights. And I'm not scared in like an airplane or nothing like that. Like, I guess I need to like elaborate, but like, I don't mind staying in a hotel room that has like, you know, like I'm tall, like high in the building. I don't love it. I think a whole lot about it, but I can do it, right? I could do it. But what I don't love are like really steep escalators, like in an airport, like a big airport, or oh, just for instance, the Atlanta subway, you know, just those kinds of places. They are massively tall and steep. I can't do it. I have to do the stairs. I made my husband really mad one time when we went to take the kids to the Atlanta aquarium. We were there for a ball tournament, and we got this bright idea that we were going to take all the kids to the aquarium. And so we decided that we didn't want to drive into the city because, you know, we're not city driving folk. So we parked somewhere and took the metro in. And then we got there, and then that escalator to go up was literally like a 3-story building that was like at like a 35-degree angle. I couldn't do it. Like my knee, like I sweated, like all kinds of things were happening in my mouth, and like all I could just like hear the ringing, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to do the stairs. And he was like, oh my God, how are we gonna do the stairs? I'm like, you don't have to. Just wait for it on the other side. All right, let's do our bow, y'all. Hey, Lisa. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I can't carry a tune but sings anyway. Oh, girl. So, Cindy, my husband, Atlanta traffic is terrible. It is. We made the right decision until the escalator incident, but it's okay. We took the stairs, and I mean, I almost died on the stairs because I'm not exactly the most fit person, but it is what it is. It was either that or pass out on the escalator, you know. That's not an option. But my husband, he has a good voice in that he can hear music, so he knows how to stay like in tune and stuff like that. But he can play. He plays guitar by ear. Like he can listen to a song or look up the tabs or something like that and play a song. But he can also, like, he also doesn't enjoy a lot of cover bands because he can tell when they mess up all the time. He's always like, that was off key. That was some wrong. What's that called? Not a riff. I don't know. It's something. Anyway, he knows. I'm like, hey man, it's Journey. Yeah. I don't even know. But yeah, so when I sing around him, he's like, really? Really? I'm like, yes, really. Feeling myself. Hush it. Hush it. Anyway. I mean, it could be worse, right? Like, I could not be singing. I could be nagging. I mean, it could be that. You know what I mean? I could sing Four Non Blondes. How would you like that? All right, that's what I'm going for. I know I wasn't really making it in your view. I apologize. All right, I'm all hung up. Hold on. The ribbon is eating me. All right. Now, the more I look at this, I don't know, y'all. I feel like I want to go simple. I don't even know if I want this in there. I might just want to do this. Like, go right in with a 1 inch. That's what I'm thinking in my head. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I have this, but I don't want gold. I don't want sparkly gold on something that's, decaying. You know, he's decaying. Like, he can't have gold. Like, what? Oh, thanks, Corey. Thank you. I think I'm going to just go in with the 1 inch, y'all. I don't think it needs... I love this, though. I love this aged... now they have one that's on the cream. Honestly, if I had this aged, this vintage Harlequin that was on the cream and not the stark white, I probably would have used it. But I just feel like this is a cream. I want it, anyway. He can just be decaying in, exactly, Mandy. I mean, I feel like I'm going to decay in style. Like, I'm going to pick out my outfit, I'm going to ask that they give me a smoky eye and a nude lip, I'm going to be like, can you curl my hair? I'm going to ask for all these things. I want somebody, if they have to exhume me later, that they're like, dang, this girl has style. I'll be like, yeah, and I made race. No, I'm just playing. Maybe, I don't know. What about the Harlequin with the small ribbon? Oh, Lori. This and this, you mean? Do you like that better? The reason I was going with this is because of the lace and the vintage feel. I do love this Harlequin. Like, girl, don't think I'm not going to work this into one of these pumpkins. Like, do not think that. I really do. I love this. I love it. I promise it's going to get worked into. It's probably going to go in the one that has, I'm going to do one in like purples, but it's not like a purple. It's like more like a magenta. Not a magenta. Magenta's more pink. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm not sure how to describe it exactly. But it's not quite purple, but it's definitely not a fuchsia pink. I don't know. Lori usually has really good words for me where I don't. So is that pumpkin a dark girl? Yes. She's a goth girl. Like, she would have the black fingernails. That would be her style. I'm going in. Actually, I'm going to go in with a floral wire tonight. I usually do zip ties, but I'm going to go in with a floral wire and see if I can get away with not picking this. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Only because my pick machine is behind me. Yeah, Lori, I think it's a dark girl. I like that whole goth look. I appreciate when anybody dresses different and doesn't care. Like, I completely appreciate that. There's no judgments here, ever. Like, I look at it all as it's an expression. I feel the same way about girls and their makeup. Like, if girls do over-the-top makeup and that's what they love, like, I am all about, like, yes. Yes, girl. And I will, too. I'll be like, your winged eyeliner is on fleek. My kids taught me that. It means good, just in case you're wondering. See? Yes. That floral wire went right in there perfectly. All right, we just need to make sure that we don't hide his grotesque eyes. Like, we need to see all of that goodness, grossness. You know what I mean? Yes. Oh, we're at time. We are at time, friends. So because I'm here with Crafter on the Clock, so I don't want to be rude to the next creator. So we have one more creator tonight. So if you are in the Crafter on the Clock, you simply just refresh your screen and she will be shared right in momentarily. And if you are not in Crafter on the Clock, then the feature link at the bottom of my page, or I'm sorry, at the bottom of my feature links right down there, has the Craft Around the Clock group in it. You could just click it. It's a free group, and it has crafting around the clock. And there's a lot of new creators, so you all good new ideas, and along with some great creators that have been there for quite a long time. So please join it. All right, I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna post some pictures, but y'all got to see my gross rustic pumpkin, y'all. I might raise these up a little bit. I might pull these out and raise these up. I don't like that the green is showing, but I'm going to show, maybe he has 80s hair, or is this 70s? Okay, I'm going to go though, but thank you, y'all. I really appreciate y'all being here on my first night home from vacation. I just got home earlier, so thanks. It was a lot of fun, and I'll post final pictures, and I'll be on sometime this weekend, I'm sure. So I'll see you all then. Thanks. And until then, remember what I say, be kind. So check y'all later.